I got connected with the Keep It Home program because I was facing an eviction.
I'm a single mother of 5 children. I was renting from a landlord that sold the property while I was renting from them. No, I wasn't behind on payments because I get a Section 8 payment every month. I was under the impression that they could just throw me and my kids out, but that wasn't the case.
The idea behind Keep It Home is to help families in a point of crisis, eviction crisis, loss of housing crisis, beyond just the court work, etc. We can get involved in a lot of eviction cases. The results sometimes are we do a great job in court and the family still has to move anyway, because there's issues beyond just the legal issues.
I am a single parent. I have a son. I was dealing with an illness, and the full-time job I had fired me. Horror stories of being in shelters, trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together in my mind without having all the pieces.
When I was working at Family Dollar, I lived like maybe across the street. But now that I'm being illegally evicted, I had to figure out how to get the kids to school, how to get back and forth to work. Being homeless on the streets with your kids in the middle of winter. And when you work in a little job like that as a single parent, there was no money to relocate. There was no money for a hotel or none of that.
I have a grandbaby that I take care of. I got guardianship of him. The only family members I have my daughter. Like I said, my son passed away. I've been working, but the job I'm working with is not doing too good, so I'm trying to find another job. They helped me because I was a little behind in my rent.
So the idea was to work with families so they resolved the immediate problem and then worked on tackling the reasons why they fell into that problem to better ensure that it wouldn't occur again, and to work with them up to 1 year. And that is very unusual because our funding in the past has been limited to pretty much handling the court case, but to try to find creative ways to address the issues to get people back on track.
My landlord connected and let them know that what was going on with my rent. I was a little behind in my rent, a lot behind in my rent. And he talked to them, and Wanda and them had called me on the phone and told me to come in and see what they can do to help me, to keep me in the house with my grandson. And I also have a cat there too, so we all can't be out on the street. But Wanda and everybody on her team and on her side, they always help me. And they buy me. They not judging.
And I was just kind of surprised with all of the resources within the one program that were offered. Even after being in a program for 6 months, I was still finding out new things that they were offering that was just like, oh, you guys help with that? You guys help with that too? Just to know that, okay, I've gotten over this big hump, but then there's still little pieces to help connect, to help me to be self-sufficient.
So the legal aid lawyer I had referred me to this program. You know, once I got in the program, she showed me different things, you know, that was helpful as far as helping with utilities, resources. They even referred me to a program that'll help you with furnishing your house. It helped me be a little more independent and just thinking, what if I didn't have a program to help me? So now I kind of put a little nest egg aside for emergencies where I wasn't thinking like that.
My counselor made the atmosphere easy so I can talk to her about anything that I was facing. I didn't have to hide. She listened, and then anytime I did run into I felt like it was like a real small issue, my counselor like, hey, we can help with that. So it was a lot of relief. It was awesome.
Even if it was just a website to look for Section 8 houses for rent, whatever I needed, it was right at my fingertips. All I had to do was call Miss Sonia McCann, and she was right there helping me throughout the whole thing. So I'm grateful.
Overall, the Keep It Home program, I think, is a very cost-effective kind of a program, because what we're looking to do here is to enable families to not need help in the future, to be able to stand on their own 2 feet and move forward and improve. The success stories that we have seen has shown us what needs to be done, and the model that we can use going forward to help more tenants and more families.
Very thankful. From the bottom of my heart, I'm very thankful. I don't have to be homeless. Me or my grandbaby or my cat, we have a place to stay, and I want to keep it that way. As long as I'm still living, I want to keep it that way.